you see the cat? He's not answering his phone. Oh, that was weird. What is that?
That's my new mug.
No, that.
Oh, yeah. That's the orb.
Where did it come from?
Came from the hole.
One thing at a time. What is the orb doing here?
Whatever it wants.
Is everything all right?
Depends.
On what?
The orb.
Tom, you're missing a leg.
That's fine. I wasn't using it.
Now you have no legs.
Oh, you know what they say. Why have legs when you cannot?
Ah. I didn't see you there. Evidenced by the fact that I was just watching fucking Tom Skull on my fucking phone. So, if you're in my Discord, or follow me on Twitter, you know the situation. But, for those of you who are uninitiated, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. So, think of this as a call-out post, like the one I did for Twitter. Oh yeah, beginning. Yeah, this is my cat Juju. I'm trying to pick her up. Juju said Juju, do you not want to say hi to the cat? Juju's a this is Juju. She's very fluffy and a bitch. I love her for that. Unfortunately, I do not love Clone for the reason that he is a bitch. In fact, I hate him. So, let's start at the beginning. So, I'm on one of my favorite YouTube content creators' channels. Her name, at the time, was Jordan. And I met this guy named Clone, and I was like, wow, you seem really cool. And they were like, I have a Discord server, do you want to join? And I was like, yeah, you seem cool. And so over the span of like, I think 8 months, I give him so much fucking I give him so much fucking rich lore. I give him gods. I give him the reason why characters have powers. I give him new characters in general. I even gave him an entire new world, like, that I mainly created. I even gave him game concepts, because he wants to be an aspiring game developer, and I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is, one day I send him a DM saying simply, suck it, I cope with F and F, as a joke. And then the next day, Clone has blocked me. I am banned from his server, but at the time I didn't know this, so I was like, what just happened? Is Clone okay? Did he get hacked? So I look into the situation. I ask one of Clone's friends, Idef, who I've collaborated with in the past. She's very, very talented in my opinion. I'll probably link her DeviantArt down in the description. Anyways, I contact her about it, and she goes, I don't know. And so I go, hey, I'm gonna check out his YouTube, and hopefully I can find some info there. So I message him, saying, hey, what happened, man? And no response, and my comment gets deleted. So I go and post the official OST for Egocentric, and I receive a comment from Clone, and I'm like, oh, he's live. And so I check out what it is, and it just says, you are no longer canon, and I'm like, am I reading this correctly? Am I having a stroke? So, I check it out, and I ask him, what do you mean by that? And he goes, you're your story, your game ideas, everything, it is no longer canon. So I go, I mean, hey, the plot was getting kind of convoluted anyways with me on board, so hey, I'm okay with this. And so a couple of months pass by. I'm thinking everything is hunky-dory, we've all got this settled. And then all of a sudden, after a session of VR chat after school, I notice that my server has 27 pings. That's not the normal amount. The usual amount is 0. So I'm like, holy shit, I missed a lot. I need to check this out. And what I find out is that Clone had, I think, 2 of his friends, one of which being Ida. They had them basically go and raid my server and warn people about hanging out with me because I had posted some not that I'd sent him some not that kid-friendly content in the past, but he was like 14, I was 13. I thought it was funny, and it wasn't even NSFW, really. But the thing that set me off was that apparently it had not been communicated to me that one of the characters that was shipped with another of my characters when my lore was still canon was underage, and this was not communicated to me in any slight way. So I was like, oh no, oh god, I need to fix this. So I panic and hurriedly type, whoa, I can explain. And I basically explain the situation and basically say, hey, I didn't know that, let's just call the character Sega, because I don't want to give Clone any fucking clout. Let's just call the character Sega. I didn't know that Sega was underage at the time, because that had not been communicated to me, and my online persona was, you know, an adult. You know, at the time I was 14. So I explained that, and I explained, hey, I do admit I sent those DMs, but like, I'm a better person now. I've changed, and I've usually what you're doing. And I've made sure that, hey, I'm not going to do this type of shit in the past, because I already did it, and I think, and I thought that was what got me blocked. So all that boils over, it's completely fine, and then a few months pass by. The key detail to note is that during those few months, I had ranted about missing Sar, or Clone, or whatever the fuck he wants to be called. I had ranted about him, saying, hey, I just really miss him. And one day, I get a friend request. Clone. I'm like, maybe he wants to make up. Maybe it's just a big misunderstanding. Maybe it's my second shot. And then more people send friend requests that Clone is friends with. So I'm like, okay, calm down. Probably just wants to give you a second chance. He did not want to give me a second chance. I'm sorry, he did not want to give me a second chance. Nonsense. Instead, he sent his friends and basically harassed me over Discord constantly. It got so bad to the point where I actually blocked them. And I don't typically block people unless I really... There you go. Yeah, God, and I only block people when I find that it's so bad. There we go. I thought it was so bad to the point where I had to block them, and I don't know eating the water. And I don't usually block. I only block them if I genuinely fucking hate them. But one person was drug into this. I don't quite remember who it was. I think it was Pristine B. They were really cool, so I kept being friends with them. Fortunately, I kept getting dragged into the end where I would get slandered and harassed constantly. Even though I had already explained that, hey, I'm a better person now. I've moved on. I've changed my ways. And I was legit at the verge of, like, a mental breakdown. Or at least a panic attack. So I felt shaky. I felt like I was about to collapse. All this was really stressful. So I ranted to... Dude, come on. I ranted to IDEF about it, and she went, wow, that's fucking scummy. Which, understandably so. And then, like, this was on May 24th, and then 10 days later, IDEF DMs me again, saying, hey, did you see that ship art that Sar made of us? And I'm like, it's like, I already have a boyfriend. I have a loving and compassionate boyfriend who I would die for. So I go, so I have to do a mental double take, and I'm like, am I reading this correctly? He said to check my DeviantArt, so I did. And lo and behold, there was a group DM with images of me and Glitch, like, making out and sleeping together. And one image was basically just complete false information saying that I had manipulated IDEF into having him block me. Using, in his words, Big Titty Pico. Which, no. And so I'm like, okay, that's really fucked up. And then I look further, and I see that clone had messaged me in the DM saying, hey, check your email, hee. So I'm like, okay, I'll check my email. What the fuck did he send me? It's probably like death threats or my IP address. So I check, and I realize that I can't find the email. That's because Clone made another Gmail, I'm pretty sure. Or at least he switched over his branding, because I didn't recognize it. And he went by the name Gamerware Official. And it was a bunch of stills to the song Every Time We Kiss. Every Time We Touch, that's what it's called. Every Time We Touch. And it's basically just me and IDEF have the funny sex. And then IDEF gets pregnant, which is stupid. Because IDEF is Arrow Race. She's literally told me in her DMs. Blech. Cat hair. She literally told me. And this just got me to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to make this video. Because, like, I'm not one for canceling people. I don't advocate cancel culture. But this time it's an exception. So, to all of you watching out there who have Twitter, who have Instagram, hell, even if you have just Tumblr, make a post with the hashtag Czarcasm is over party. Post editing Peyton will have the official hashtag ready to go. I want you all to post things like that, so that way we can cancel this motherfucker and his friend group. He made fun of my friends. He did some really fucked up shit to me. And all because I said, suck it, I cope with Friday Night Funkin'. because I do use Friday Night Funkin' as a coping mechanism to deal with trauma. I know this was a little dark, but hey. Hopefully you get the point. Well, whatever you identify... My mouse fell asleep. Whatever you identify as, and whoever you want to fuck. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Peace out. Peace out.